A couple of hours south of the border, beneath the surface of the Sea of Cortez, is a war for a fish referred to as the cocaine of the sea. It's so valuable, the trafficking of the fish is controlled by organized crime.
The world is full of mysterious and elusive creatures that roam the ocean's depths, the wilderness's vastness, and the heights of the mountains. Some of these creatures have rarely been seen by humans, hiding in the shadows and staying out of sight. These wild animals have captured the imagination of nature lovers and scientists alike. Stay with us till the end as we show you 15 wild animals that have rarely ever been seen. 1. Vaquita. The vaquita, also known as Phocoena sinus, is the single rarest animal in the world. These cute little porpoises live exclusively in Mexico's extreme northwestern corner of the Gulf of California, and their numbers are dwindling fast. In 1997, there were 567 vaquitas recorded, but today, only 18 are left. That's not an error. 18. And if things don't change soon, the vaquita will be extinct within a decade. One of the reasons the vaquita is in such a dire situation is its unique reproductive cycle. Unlike other porpoises, mature female vaquitas only give birth every 2 years, double the time for other species. So, when their population declines, it's difficult for them to bounce back quickly. Look closer at the vaquita's habitat, behaviors, food habits, and size. These porpoises have a unique and specialized habitat. They are found only in Mexico's extreme northwestern corner of the Gulf of California. The waters here are warm and shallow, perfect for the vaquita's hunting and mating habits. They prefer to live in groups of 2 to 3, but sometimes they can be seen in larger groups. The vaquita is a shy and elusive creature, making it difficult to study its behaviors.
So you really have to look for them with, really big binoculars.
However, scientists have observed that they are active and agile swimmers using echolocation to navigate and find prey. They are also known to be very vocal, communicating with each other using a range of clicks, whistles, and different sounds. Regarding their food habits, vaquitas are primarily carnivores, feeding on various small fish, squid, and crustaceans. They are also known to be opportunistic feeders, meaning they will eat whatever is available to them in their habitat. In terms of size, vaquitas are relatively small porpoises. They typically measure around 4.5 feet, 1.4 meters in length, and weigh about 120 pounds, 55 kilograms. They have a distinctive dark ring around their eyes and grayish-blue bodies. 2. Addax. Once found in abundance across the deserts of Africa, the addax is now limited to the Termit Tintuma region of Niger. With only an estimated 30-90 mature adults left in the wild, this beautiful antelope is on the brink of extinction. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, a rare and endangered needle. The Termit Tintuma region of Niger is a harsh desert environment with temperatures that can soar up to 50 degrees C or 122 degrees F during the day and plummet to near freezing at night. The addax has adapted to survive in this extreme environment by conserving water and seeking shade during the hottest parts of the day. Now let's talk about the size of the addax's size. These antelopes are medium-sized, with males weighing up to 120 kilogram, 265 pounds, and females weighing up to 90 kilogram, 200 pounds. They stand around 1 meter, 3 feet tall at the shoulder, and have impressive spiral-shaped horns that can grow up to 85 centimeter, 33 inches long. The addax was previously hunted without regulation, and the increase in oil drilling and political instability in their habitats has only worsened things. The good news is that thousands of addaxes live in captivity in various preserves worldwide. The bad news is that the wild population is in serious trouble. This magnificent creature is known for its snowy white fur, which it sheds in summer. It's like having a wardrobe change every season, but the addax doesn't do it for fashion. It's a natural adaptation to survive the desert heat. 3. Philippine crocodile. Before you run for the hills, let me tell you about this unique and fascinating species. These little guys are not quite as well known as their distant cousins, but that doesn't make them any less critical. Unfortunately, they struggle to survive, with an estimated declining mature adult population of only 92. 137 members. Don't let their small numbers fool you. These crocs have a lot of personalities. They can be found in the inland wetlands of the Philippine Islands, where they hang out in freshwater areas like rivers, marshes, and ponds. As adults, they have a diverse palate, enjoying fish, pigs, dogs, and waterfowl. Hey, they have a taste for adventure. Now, let's talk about size. These crocs may be small, but they are mighty. The largest specimen captured in the wild was under 9 feet long, but that doesn't mean they're not a force to be reckoned with. They are skilled hunters known to take down prey much larger than themselves. Adding to their troubles, the estuarine, saltwater crocodile, inhabits the same area and is known to kill and eat humans. As a result, locals view all crocodiles as a threat and kill them on sight. This has led to a significant decrease in the Philippine crocodile population. 4. Amur leopard. This elusive feline prowls the forests of Russia and China. These leopards are all about that fur, with their gorgeous spotted coat making them the envy of the animal kingdom. Sadly, they're hunted for their pelts, and their population is dwindling fast. But don't worry, these cats aren't going down without a fight. Thanks to conservation efforts, their numbers have grown from a measly 14 adults in 2005 to around 84 mature adults today. That's a roaring success, and it's all thanks to establishing a preserve in the Russian Far East region, giving these leopards a safe place to call home. The Amur leopard is a sleek and stunning creature weighing 100 pounds, and let me tell you, they're not just pretty faces. These cats are quick on their feet, with a top speed of 37 miles per hour. That's faster than Usain Bolt. Plus, they're masters of the leap, able to jump an impressive 19 feet horizontally and 10 feet straight into the air. That's some serious hang time. But don't let their size and agility fool you. These leopards have an appetite to match. As carnivores, their diet consists of various prey, including deer, hares, and wild boar. They're the ultimate predator, stalking their prey with precision and grace before pouncing for the kill. Talk about a fierce feline. 5. Kakapo. This flightless parrot is native to the beautiful islands of New Zealand. These feathery friends are nocturnal creatures with a lifespan of 60 years, which is much longer than most of us can boast. Sadly, the human colonization of the islands and the introduction of predators like cats have devastated the kakapo population, pushing them to the brink of extinction. But hold on to your feathers, my friends, because there is hope. Thanks to a government-sponsored conservation and relocation effort, the kakapo population has started to recover, with 116 mature adults living across 3 smaller islands of New Zealand. The entire region is protected, and conservationists tagged and monitored all adults to ensure their survival. These beautiful birds are finally getting the attention and protection they deserve, and we couldn't be happier about it. Now let's talk about the unique characteristics of the kakapo. First, they are flightless, which is unusual for a parrot. But who needs to fly when you can waddle around on the ground like a boss? Kakapos are also nocturnal, which means they are most active at night. They are solitary birds, and they are known for their unique and adorable mating ritual, where the male produces a low-frequency boom that can be heard up to 3 miles away. Talk about being impressive, right? As for their size, these little guys weigh around 4 pounds and have soft green and yellow feathers that help them blend in with their environment. Their diet consists mainly of plants, fruits, and seeds, and they have a unique ability to store fat in their bodies, which helps them survive in times of food scarcity. With their cute little faces and unique personalities, it's no wonder that people are falling in love with the kakapo all over again. 6. Saola. The saola, also known as the Asian unicorn, is not just a creature of myth and legend. It is a real-life animal with a fascinating and unique story to tell. This elusive creature is a distant relative of cattle, but is more familiar with deer, with its long, slender legs and delicate features that make it a sight to behold. Discovered in the dense evergreen forests of Vietnam in 1992, the saola quickly captured the attention and imagination of animal enthusiasts and conservationists alike. However, it also became clear that this beautiful animal was in danger of disappearing altogether. With its elusive nature, the saola is almost impossible to spot in the wild, and researchers have struggled to estimate its population size. Sadly, the Saola's future is uncertain, with habitat loss caused by deforestation and human development posing a significant threat to its survival. In addition, the local demand for bushmeat and medicinal supplies has led to incessant hunting, further reducing their already tiny numbers. It's a grave situation, with estimates of the number of mature adults in the wild ranging from 25 to 750. Researchers have even suggested that no viable herds of Saola may remain in existence, which makes it all the more crucial for conservation efforts to be ramped up. One thing that makes the Saola so unique is its elusive nature. It is a creature that prefers to live in isolation, deep within the forests of Vietnam and Laos. It is so rarely seen that many people believe it to be a creature of myth and legend, and those who have seen it often describe the experience as nothing short of magical. Researchers use advanced technology, such as trap cameras and GPS tracking, to study the Saola and learn more about their behavior and movements. By understanding the Saola better, conservationists hope to develop strategies to protect this precious animal from harm. In terms of appearance, the Saola is a truly magnificent creature. It has a chestnut-brown coat, which is often speckled with white spots. Its long, pointed ears and slim, deer-like legs give it an almost otherworldly appearance. In many ways, the Saola is like a living, breathing work of art, a rare and beautiful creature that deserves our utmost respect and protection. 7. Gobi bear. Let's take a closer look at the fascinating habits and behaviors of the gobi bear. First, these bears are not particularly large compared to their brown bear relatives. In fact, they're on the smaller side, with adult males weighing in at around 250 to 350 pounds, and females weighing approximately 150 to 250 pounds. They have a distinctive appearance, with thick and fuzzy brown fur that helps keep them warm during cold gobi nights. As we mentioned earlier, the gobi bear is a scavenger, which means they rely on finding food wherever they can. Their diet is incredibly diverse, ranging from plants and berries to insects and small mammals. They're also known to eat carrion and even scavenge from human settlements in search of food. The gobi bear's persistence and adaptability have allowed them to survive in this harsh and unforgiving environment. When it comes to habitat, the gobi bear is perfectly adapted to living in the desert. They prefer to live in the rocky areas and mountain ranges that dot the landscape, where they can find shelter and water. The gobi bear is also known for its impressive climbing abilities, which they use to scale rocky cliffs and other terrains for food and shelter. Despite their rugged and independent nature, gobi bears are also social creatures. They form family groups consisting of a mother and her cubs, and they have been known to share food and play with each other. However, as the gobi bear population has dwindled, these family groups have become increasingly rare. The gobi bear is a truly remarkable animal, perfectly adapted to the harsh and unforgiving environment of the Gobi Desert. 8. Sumatran rhinoceros. The Sumatran rhino is the smallest of the 5 living rhino species, but it's no less impressive. Its hide is dark red-brown, covered with short, dark, stiff hair patches that help keep mud caked to the body. This mud cools its skin and protects it from insects, making it a clever adaptation. Unlike African rhinos, the Sumatran rhino's 2 horns are much smaller than those of the black and white rhinos. The front horn can grow up to 31 inches, but is usually much smaller, and the rear horn can grow up to 3 inches, but is usually just a hump. These horns are used for defense and communication, but unfortunately they also make the Sumatran rhino a target for poachers. These rhinos are solitary creatures that feed on fruit, twigs, leaves, and shrubs. They love wild mangoes, bamboo, and figs, seek out salt licks, and visit their favorites every month or two. They have a keen sense of smell and sharp hearing, leaving a network of scented trails throughout the forest to find one another. Sumatran rhinos travel by night and wallow in ponds and other shallow, muddy waters during the day. This helps keep them cool and prevents their skin from cracking or drying out. They're decent swimmers, fast runners, and even adept climbers, quickly getting up and down steep slopes. They communicate with whistling and whining noises, as well as by kicking around their dung. 9. Red wolf. Some people think the red wolf might be a hybrid of a wolf and a coyote. while others believe it's a subspecies of the gray wolf or its own distinct species. Red wolves are bigger than coyotes, standing up to 26 inches tall, measuring about 4 feet in length from tail tip to nose, and weighing between 45 and 80 pounds. They have pointy ears, broad muzzles, wide heads, and long, slender legs. These canids are also highly social creatures that form close-knit packs of a breeding pair and their offspring. These packs usually contain between 5 and 8 individuals, and they mate for life. How sweet is that? Red wolves mate once a year in February, and their pups are usually born in April or May and concealed in well-hidden dens. These critters are carnivores and like to hunt and eat white-tailed deer, raccoons, and small mammals like rabbits and mice. They can eat up to 5 pounds of food daily. That's a lot of meat. 10. Javan rhinoceros. Meet the Javan rhinoceros, the most threatened of all 5 rhino species. These majestic creatures are found only in the Ujung Kulon National Park on the Indonesian island of Java, making them one of the rarest animals in the world. The Javan rhino, also known as Rhinoceros sondaicus, is a dusky gray with a single horn reaching up to 10 inches long. Their skin is covered in loose folds, giving them a unique appearance that looks like armor plating. They're often confused with their close relative, the greater one-horned rhinoceros, but they have a much smaller head and fewer skin folds. Despite their impressive appearance, the Javan rhino is under threat. They're facing extinction due to poaching, as their horns are in high demand for resale and use in traditional Asian medicine. But that's not all they have to worry about. A unique threat facing the Javan rhino is the invasive palm called langkap. This plant is taking over the rhino's habitat, choking out other vegetation they rely on for their diet. It's like having someone break into your house and replace all your groceries with just one type of food. Sadly, only around 60 Javan rhinos are left in the world, and they all live in Ujung Kulon National Park. That's right, there are no other herds anywhere in the world. These rhinos once lived throughout Northeast India and Southeast Asia, but now they're confined to just one small corner of the world. 11. Shoebill stork. If you're looking for a bird that's equal parts adorable and fierce, look no further than the shoebill stork. This unique creature will surely capture your attention whether you think it's the next dodo or a dangerous beast. The first thing you'll notice about the shoebill is its bill. It's over a foot long and looks like a clog straight out of Holland. But don't let its silly appearance fool you. This bill is designed for grabbing large prey like lungfish, eels, and even baby crocodiles. Talk about a bird with a taste for adventure. Shoebills with gray feathers, white bellies, and yellow eyes blend perfectly with their marshy habitats in East Africa. But don't be fooled by their docile appearance. These birds are expert ambush predators who can stay motionless for hours until the perfect prey comes along. When it's time to strike, shoebills use collapsing, which involves lunging or falling forward onto their prey. It's a dramatic move to be sure, but it gets the job done. While they were once classified as storks, shoebills are now recognized as a family of all their own. They share traits with herons and pelicans, but they're genuinely in a league of their own. When it comes to mating, shoebills are a contradiction. Breeding pairs are monogamous, but they're also incredibly solitary creatures. Even while nesting, they'll feed on opposite sides of their territory. But when it comes to co-parenting, both birds are all in. They'll take turns incubating and turning eggs and even cool them down with water they bring in their bills. 12. The pangolin. The pangolin, often called the scaly anteater, is a shy and harmless creature that is sadly becoming more well-known for all the wrong reasons. Considered the most trafficked non-human mammal in the world, tens of thousands of pangolins are poached yearly. These poor animals are killed for their scales, used in traditional Chinese medicine, and meat considered a delicacy among some of the ultra-rich in China and Vietnam. Pangolin scales are made of the same keratin that makes up human nails, hair, and rhino horns. Although it has no proven medicinal benefits, scales are used in traditional Chinese medicine to treat various ailments. Pangolins are primarily nocturnal and solitary, curling up like armadillos when threatened. They can also release an odorous liquid from glands at the base of their tails as a defense mechanism. Ranging from large domestic cats to over 4 feet in length, pangolins are mostly covered in scales, giving them a distinctive appearance. They have long snouts, longer tongues, and powerful front claws that lick and dig ants and termites out of mounds. Like an anteater, it can close its nose and ears to keep the ants away while feeding. Although similar in appearance and behavior to anteaters and armadillos, pangolins are more closely related to bears, cats, and dogs. 13. Elephant shrew. If you've never heard of an elephant shrew before, don't worry. You're not alone. Despite their cute appearance and intriguing characteristics, these tiny creatures are not well known. But after today, you'll be an elephant shrew expert. Let's start with their appearance. Elephant shrews are small, cute animals with mostly gray-brown fur and a white underside. They have a long, flexible snout with nostrils at the end. It's almost like they have a tiny elephant trunk. Elephant shrews move with their tails held horizontally to the ground. Their long back legs are strong and adapted for leaping and swift running to escape predators, which include snakes and raptors. Short-eared elephant shrews, the smallest of the elephant shrews, weigh between 1 and 1.5 ounces and have a body length of about 4 inches. These cute creatures can be found in southern Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. They prefer a habitat where they can burrow into sandy soil, including arid semi-desert, dry grass, and shrubland. They can occupy a home range of up to 240 acres. They will keep trails clear of debris for a fast escape from predators. Elephant shrews are known for their keen sense of vision and hearing, thanks to their large eyes and ears. Their long tails are lined with knobbed bristles, which may be used like swabs to spread their scent. These cute creatures have a solitary social structure and eat a diet of ants, termites, berries, and tender shoots of young plants. 14. The black-spotted cuscus. First off, let's talk about size. These are the biggest phalangerids around, with the ladies weighing in at an impressive 7 kilogram on average. That's like carrying around a really heavy backpack all day. And their bodies are pretty long, too, measuring around 70 centimeter with another 50 centimeter tacked on for their long, fluffy tails. That's a lot of cuscuses to love. Now, you might be wondering what these little guys look like. Both males and females have stunning black and red fur, but the ladies definitely have the upper hand in size. And if you take a closer look, you'll notice that the girls have dark saddles on their backs, while the boys are more speckled. As for their faces, they have short snouts and nearly invisible ears, perfect for staying hidden in the trees. Speaking of trees, these guys are expert climbers. Their foreclaws are curved and pointed, perfect for grabbing onto branches and scaling tall trunks. And check out their feet. The big toe is opposed to the others, making it easy to grip onto surfaces. But their most impressive feature has to be their tails. They're incredibly prehensile, able to grasp onto anything they need to with calluses on the underside. You could say they have a real handle on life. Regarding babies, female black-spotted cuscus has 4 mammae and a forward-opening pouch to keep their young safe. And speaking of young, these guys go through quite the transformation. As they mature, their fur changes color and pattern, making them look like completely different animals as they grow up. Finally, let's talk about their teeth. Cuscus have low-crowned teeth and small peg-like premolars in front of their main ones. And if you're really into the technical stuff, their frontal bones are convex and have a large sinus that doesn't connect to the nasal cavity. Trust me, it's impressive. 15. The northern hairy-nosed wombat. The northern hairy-nosed wombat, Lasiorhinus crefti. This charming creature is critically endangered and is one of 3 species of wombats. So buckle up and let's dive into the world of this mysterious and fascinating creature. Let's start with its physical appearance. The northern hairy-nosed wombat can reach a height of 35 centimeter, a length of up to 1 meter, and weigh up to 40 kilogram. They are slightly larger than their bare-nosed wombat counterparts and can breed somewhat faster, producing 2 young every 3 years. Interestingly, females are slightly larger than males due to an extra layer of fat. However, be aware of their seemingly slow appearance because they can move up to 40 kilometers per hour over a short distance. Wombats in general are heavily built animals with broad heads and short legs. They have strong claws for digging burrows, where they spend much of their time. Comparing the northern hairy-nosed wombat with the bare-nosed wombat, Vombatus ursinus, the former has a softer coat, long, pointed ears, and a broader snout lined with fine whiskers. Northern hairy-nosed wombats mark their burrows with droplets of feces and urine, making them easy to spot. Burrows are recognizable by hollowed-out sand piles at the entrance. It can reach 1 meter in height and 2 meters or more in length. The trench tunnel has a length of up to 20 meters, a width of less than half a meter, and an underground tunnel is 3.5 meters. A wombat's burrow has multiple entrances, each facing a different direction.